We'll get used to all the technology. So, I think that just started recording. I need my earpods. They disappeared. Oh, there they are. Sharing sound. Hear me? So yeah, I'm going to try and do some hybrid classes as well, where we're doing it in person and online, but that's not always the simplest. So let us begin. Let us begin. Just going to go into the page as well, just to see how this works. So I can see if there's any comments or anything like that. Okay. All right, so let us begin. So yes, I've become a Kundalini warrior yoga teacher. So I'm splitting up my week with Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning. I've got a chakra dance. And then Tuesdays and Thursday this week in the morning is Kundalini. And tonight, Tuesday nights, I think this will be a regular slot. Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. will be Kundalini warrior yoga for deep relaxation. So what is Kundalini yoga and why should we do it? Well, Kundalini yoga is yoga of awareness. It's a spiritual yoga. It's a yoga that allows us to connect our body, mind, and spirit together. It's not a yoga where we, as you can see, are worried about what we look like, wearing yoga pants and lycra. It's actually encouraged that you wear natural clothing made of cotton so that your body can breathe. And also to have more natural products like sheepskins, but depending on how you feel about using sheepskins and how you feel about animal welfare comes into play sometimes, right? So we have to be mindful of that. So Kundalini yoga there's a lot of breath work. It's very much a divine feminine practice. It's Kundalini means coiled snake, and it's all about uncoiling that snake from around your chakras, from around your Sushumna, the energy channel in your body. And that energy channel starts in your root and rises up through your third eye to your crown, and then it spirals back down to the base of your spine. So some people, you may have already had experience around having a Kundalini awakening, and you may feel like, oh yeah, I've had that Kundalini awakening, I can't possibly do that again. Well, I think it's really interesting. It depends on the person that you are. I think it really does depend on lots of things, your experiences, where you are spiritually, where you are emotionally. So we do have to take care. So we're going to move slowly. So this is a beginner class. So, essentially, I've done practice yoga for 30 years, but more Iyengar and Vinyasa flow, and just started doing Kundalini yoga about 5 years ago. And I was never sort of a fully fledged Kundalini yoga teacher. I just knew that Kundalini yoga, spiritual yoga, was the answer for me, that I wasn't getting that spirituality, that sort of next level out of my Vinyasa practice. Although I did find my Vinyasa practice powerful, I needed something to really work on all the body systems, and Kundalini yoga works on every body system. So the circulatory system, the respiratory system, the endocrine hormone system, your glandular system, your nervous system. All the systems are incorporated into your Kundalini practice. So as you probably know, Kundalini is what you probably aware of. If you're aware of Kundalini yoga, you probably think of whites You probably think of headscarves, and you can if you wish. And sometimes I would use a scarf, but it's not deemed necessary for this particular practice that I teach with Kundalini Warrior Yoga by Yoga Farm Ithaca. So you can cover yourself if you wish, if you feel that it's necessary to keep the energy within the body. So that's your choice. So yeah, there's a lot of breath work. So there's a lot of breathing into the nose, filling up the diaphragm and breathing back down through the body. There's a lot of O-shaped breathing. There's a lot of stomach pumping. That's called fire breathing. There's locks that we create in the body, in the 2 locks in the lower body and 1 in the throat. There are lots and lots of things to learn. There are mantras and there are mudras. So we have many mudras, which are the hand positions, and we focus the hand positions in channeling where we want the energy to flow. We also work around the auric field. So we have an energy body that is outside of ourselves. So this is an energy body that we have outside of ourselves as well as inside ourselves. So if you imagine the Sushumna, we have the Nadis, the Ida and the Pingala, the left side and right side of the body. We have a masculine side of the body. We have a right side. The right side of the body is a masculine side, which is governed by the sun. And we have the left side of the body, which is governed by the moon. And then we have the opposite in the brain. The left side is masculine, which is sun, and the right side is feminine, which is moon. So if you think about energy medicine, if you think about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, then we have 2 sides to our bodies, and we're always trying to cross those lines. So I practice Donna Eden energy medicine as well. It makes absolute sense to me. So we are always trying to come into right relation with our left and the right side of our bodies, and bringing in the balance of the right side and the left side of the body to call in the divine feminine, to call in the divine masculine within us. The divine feminine and the divine masculine live within us, both together in harmony, we wish and hope and call in. So what else can I tell you about Kundalini Yoga that you don't know? Maybe there are lots of things. One thing I would always suggest is Kundalini Yoga. There's a lot of breath work that we do. So clearing your nose with a neti pot is really important. I do that every morning. I suffer quite badly from lupus as well. So clearing out through the nose with a neti pot and gargling each day can help you to do that, to keep your airways, your passageways open. So let's get into our practice this evening. And the first thing we always do, there are a couple of things that happen at the beginning of any Kundalini yoga class. And one of those things is something called the tune-in. So we do the Adi mantra, which is the mantra where we bow to the divine wisdom in me, bow to the divine wisdom in you. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And that means I bow to the divine wisdom in me, bow to the divine wisdom in you. You are your own teacher. So although you have a guide, you are your own teacher. You listen to yourself. And we always bring that in on every single lesson. And also the protection mantra, Ad Gurename, Jugat Gurename, Sat Gurename, Siddhi Gurudev Ve Name, which is the protection mantra, the Mangalan Charan protection mantra. We always end with Satnam, and Satnam means I am truth. I am truth. Okay. So there are lots and lots of nuances, and as I say, we'll maybe go through those as we progress. So I'm going to, let's tune in. Let's do the tune in first. Let's do the tune in first. So All right. Actually, just going to change. Let's stop the live stream in. I'm going to go into my page. All right. The dog's trying to get in. Shall we let him in? Maybe. Let's let the dog in. Oh, I'm coming in. So Co has come to join us for our class. So if you're a wonderful singer, then you can sing. If you're a wonderful singer, you can sing. If not, you can just tune in with me. So if you have any oil, it's nice to use a little bit of essential oil just to rub it in your hands. Rub your hands together and take a deep breath. Taking a deep breath into your nose. Let it go down into your body, pass through the energy through your body and out through your perineum. Then taking another deep breath. Breathing in and passing it down through your body, through your chakra system and out through your perineum. And again, when you're ready, taking a deep breath and then letting the air pass down through all your chakras and out through your perineum. This just drops your body out of your sympathetic into your parasympathetic nervous system, out of the fight, flight, and freeze and fawn, into rest and digest. And sorry, the dog's just getting to know his new space. So we are, yes, we're going to go into rest and digest. Let's just pull a card for our journey. In Kundalini, in most yoga classes, we tend to read some poetry or something that's going to make us think. So I'm just going to pull a card and let's just see what card is present for us today. So that's really interesting. So I just pulled these cards here on Facebook a minute ago for a couple of ladies, and I clearly didn't shuffle them thinking I had. And I went to the third and I only picked two earlier. So it's come back at Persephone. So I think we're all being asked this evening to like really dig into our maiden, into the heart space. Where are we being called to let go tonight of feelings of rejection and abandonment? Where are we being called to call in that maiden, to bring in? And the other thing was, interestingly, the other card was Kuan Yin. There it is, Kuan Yin. These are the two cards I just pulled for people just now, for lovely ladies just now. So Persephone, both in the heart space. We're being asked to open up our heart to our maiden and to our inner child, to bring in compassion and kindness and bring in discernment, bring in where are we people pleasing? Look at that, look at our generational trauma. Where are we not digging into the heart? Where are we coming from the solar plexus instead of the heart? So let's call in that inner child and that maiden to this practice today. Just give her some love. Give her some love. When we were maidens, we were kind of told to play small, to stay quiet, to not be seen and heard. So tonight, let's give ourselves some compassion and kindness and love through some deep relaxation. So are you wanting to go back out again, Mister, or are you just checking out the room? Are you going out? Oh. I was not too sure yet. Well, that's all right. So let us begin. So actually what we're going to do, if you're tuning in, let us begin together. Hopefully it's sharing. Hopefully it's sharing. Yeah. Okay, place your hands together, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, extend your breath, and then sigh it back down to your body. Just to say a couple of extra things around, there's actually quite a lot of techniques within just singing the tune in. I would definitely say to start to get used to pulling up in the root chakra, doing the locks, basically, the Muladhara, the Uddiyana Bandha. So basically pulling up your anal passage, then pulling up your sex organs, pulling out your navel, and that's the double lock. But you keep your chest and your heart open so that you can breathe into your diaphragm. And later on, when we don't use a mantra, you use, there's a third lock in the throat, but we won't go into that now. The other thing is when you place your hands together, you have all the planets on your hands. There's you're into astrology. There's a wider spirituality, as I say, to Kundalini. You've also got the organs of your body in your hand. If you think about hand reflexology, this is all the different organs in your body. So you are pressing together at the thymus with your thumb, and the thymus is your immunity. Your immunity. You're pressing in to your immunity. And then the other thing that we do as well is we look up into the third eye. So the third eye is here between your eyes, and you're looking up. You're looking up. This just really helps you to concentrate, to reach your highest expression. When you pull up your locks and you look up into the third eye, and you're inviting this energy in your body to really be awakened. And you're going to be asked, well, you're being asked to do that as much as you can when you're in seated position. So now that we've tuned in and we've done a card call and we're thinking about concentrating on opening our heart this evening, let us move now into one of a very simple position. We're going to move into a child's pose, baby pose. And we're going to do that between 1 and 3 minutes. And the reason that we hold things between 1 and 3 minutes is because we're beginners. It actually gets far, far more stronger because we have these pain points at like 1, 3, 7, I think it's 21, 31, and then 64, I believe. And you just keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's really, really like pushing your boundaries. But you must listen to yourself. You must listen to your body, go into rest and relaxation, actually into a child pose that we're about to do now, whenever you need to, because it can be very exhausting. But try to push through the pain barrier, try to push through, unless it's really hurting you, then you just stop. But take a break, go back to it. But try to push through the barriers of your time if you can. But it's not really always about how long you hold a pose. It's just allowing yourself to just be in a pose for as long as you possibly can, to give you that deep relaxation, as it were, this evening. And my dog is barking furiously. Hopefully that won't last. Okay, so we're going to move into a baby pose or child pose for a few minutes. I did say it was a deep relaxation class. So that's what we're going to do. So open your legs. Baby pose, if you feel comfortable leaning on your legs and not opening your legs, and you can reach your head to the floor, then do so. Otherwise, use a block or even a bolster, okay, to put your head on if that's more comfortable. And you're just, and even putting the bolster between your legs can be really supportive, and just sort of stretching out, especially if you've had a hard day and your lower back is really hurting you. You can put blankets or towels under your knees, whatever you need, but just get yourself into a place where you just feel really comfortable. So I would suggest opening your legs really wide and just falling through, placing your forehead on the ground, stretching out, and just really relaxing into a nice relaxing child pose. You just come down, and you can chant Sat Nam gently as well, the music. If I stop, it's because I'm looking for different things. So you keep going until I tell you to stop. That Nam, remember, is I am truth. slowly walk your hands up to seated, one hand at a time coming up. Take a deep breath in. Fill out your diaphragm. Don't be afraid to balloon out your tummy. We tend to be afraid to do that because we think we look fat. Hold your breath and then breathe it back down through your chakra. It's kind of doing lots of opposites to what we're used to. So now we're going to do life nerve stretch. So this is great. This is something you can do at any time of day. That's going to be really helpful for you just to reset, to be honest. So you're going to place your legs out in front of you. Now you can use a bolster here or sit on a towel. And if you can't like just naturally reach your toes because you know straight away, can you see that's not in my jurisdiction right now? But if I bend my legs and I sit up straight and I grab my big toes, put my two little fingers through my toes and my thumb on the outside, and then slowly stretch my legs, and I've got a bit more. My back's a little bit rounded, but I can sit up. Also, if you breathe in, stretch your arms up, and then breathe out through your nose. You go a lot further. Okay, try that one more time, just breathing up and then breathing down. Coming in. Okay, stop shouting. All right, try and sit down and be quiet. Come on. Okay. So, all right, you're going to get involved. So we're going to lift up our arms and then we're going to stretch down, touch our toes. Do it one more time. Breathing in and out. And then all you're going to do, you can bend up your legs a little bit if you like. Just, you want to release your back, and that's the most important thing. You want to be straight. So if it means bent legs, then we're going to have bent legs. Life nerve stretch. So just be aware we're stretching out our body, releasing our spine after a hard day. And if you only reach halfway down your calves, that's fine, or even your knees, just sitting up nice and straight, close your eyes. Just breathe nice and deeply. So just the idea is to keep that nice straight spine. So breathing in and breathing out. Sway a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out. You can just gently rock from side to side. And then you can just massage your legs, just massage your calves, massage your meridians, acupressure points. And the legs, the inside of the legs with your thumbs. Move it to your liver and your spleen. It feels really nice just to go in and out. So breathing in, going up. And back down. Breathing out. Feeling that stretch in your back as well. That elongation of your spine. Sweet relief. Taking those full breaths in through your nose, filling up your diaphragm, and breathing back down through the body. Breathing into the muscles. The breath is the medicine. The breath is the medicine. And then just coming up, just sit nice and straight. Take a deep breath in. Fill up your diaphragm. And then breathe it back down through your chakras. Okay, come now to sitting back on your mat, either on your cushion in easy pose. And if you're more advanced, then by all means, do lotus, whatever your capabilities are. That's not in my practice as yet. You never know. Open those hips to that point at some point in my life. Never say never. I was in a chiropractor nearly every week. Well, not every week, every other week for quite a few years. And then started doing this practice and having my own practice and knowing what my body needed. And then that issue resolved itself because I was teaching my body the relief it needed. So being always aware of the spinal work. Anyway, so now moving into cupping our hands. We're going to hold our hands up kind of, I think that's about 60 degrees. I think that's 90, isn't it? That's 60 degrees. And we're just going to cup our hands. We're just cupping our hands and calling in life force energy. We're calling in energy into our hands. We're calling in the energy of the universe into our hands like we do in Reiki. So maybe if you're a Reiki practitioner or master, this could be really useful for you. Calling in the life force energy into your hands. We're just going to hold our hands up for as long as we can. Remember the root locks. Remember the Mula Bandha, the Uddiyana Bandha, the double root locks. Remember to keep your chest open. Keep breathing. And the more you breathe, the more air you breathe into your body, the longer you'll be able to keep your arms up. Okay? So let's just have a go at bringing our arms up, closing our eyes if you wish. You can look into your third eye. Breath going through your nose into the body. Cupping the hands, pulling in the life force energy. Taking time out on YouTube, around your aura. When you're ready, you can go back up again. Keep breathing. And then sigh it back down through your body. Okay. So, as I said about Kundalini Yoga, mantra and mudras are really a big part of the practice. So we're going to combine a mantra as a meditation. Sometimes we'll do a mantra, then a meditation, then a savasana, and then serials. But today we will do a combination. Kundalini Yoga, because we hold things for quite a long time and it's done slowly, can often mean less is more. So gum. This is wrong. Gum gunner. That's it. That's gonna be done now, isn't it? Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, which means the remover of obstacles. So we're asking ourselves tonight to be the remover of any obstacles. And the card we pulled is asking us to remove any obstacles that we have in our hearts. So any obstacles of trust and truth and love and compassion and kindness for ourselves and others. Feeling into that. So again, pulling up the Mulabandha, pulling in at the root, pulling in up your anal passage, your sex organs and your navel, keeping the chest open. And with this meditation, I'm going to do the Gyan Mudra, Jupiter finger, moon, together. Other finger straight. Infinity, beginning of life, the beginning of the beginning. The wisdom mudra, nice and straight back. We won't do the Mahavanda, we won't do the root lock because we're going to try to sing. So when you use your throat, it's Laya yoga, it's vibrational frequency yoga. So using our throat, even if we don't know the words, just to vibrate the sounds in our throat, allowing ourselves to bring in the healing. Imagine the blue lotus of the chakra, the blue lotus chakra in the throat, just opening up our bodies to the breathing in the air, to our awakening, up and down the spine. So Om Gam Gana. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Join in where you can.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Gauri Nandana Kaya Badana. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Gauri Nandana Kaya Badana. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Gauri Nandana Kaya Badana. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Just deep breath in, suspend your breath. And breathe it back down to the body. Okay. Now we're going to go straight into Savasana. Time so flies in Kundalini. So in Savasana, we're just going to open up ourselves to allowing ourselves to relax. Fancy that. Do we let ourselves relax? Not much. Okay, so place your feet on the ground. Place your feet on the ground. And then just lift your back into a bridge And then just lower your back, vertebrae by vertebrae, towards your bum, towards your back of your heel, rock from side to side. And just allowing your back to rest. And if you want to, you can place your bolster, if you have a bolster or a cushion or something under your knee, just to support your back. And you can just lie in Savasana. That's such a good feeling. How often do we just lie down, open up your palms to receiving energy? Just allow yourself. Allow yourself to relax the last few minutes. Open your palms to receive the energy from the universe, as we did with the life force from the cups earlier, but this time in a relaxed mode, allowing every part of your body just to feel into the earth. Come. And when you're ready, just begin to move your wrists and your ankle gently. And then just bring your knees up and just rock from side to side. Grab your legs and just give yourselves a big hug. My dog's licking my armpit. And then rock from side to side in a happy baby. Then bring your feet up and you can hold your toes. And rock from side to side. And then you can just either move onto your side to come up, or you can just come up and rock up to seated. You're a funny dog. Come and sit on your mat. Come and sit on your mat. Place your hands on your body. Left hand on your heart. Right hand on your solar plexus and your tummy. Take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. Letting go of your day. Breathing in. Sighing it out. One more time. Taking a deep breath in. And sighing it out. Love and light, Sat Nam. Have a beautiful day, evening, should I say. And yeah, thanks for joining me. If you'd like to join me here in the studio, let me know. And just working out the timetable to go live and the timetable. You won't be seen if I decide to do hybrids where you'll be on either side of me here. And we can try some live, and I might separate them up where I do some of my classes online, some of my classes in person. If you're interested in Kundalini yoga and you're interested in card readings and you're interested in Goddess chakra dance and you're interested in maybe group coaching, then I have a new membership program that you can get in touch with me about. You can get all the things, including the day retreats, the new moon, Goddess circles as well. And if not, you can just participate in the Kundalini yoga or just participate in the card readings. But I'm going to be getting really clear about which days are which and how I'm going to do that as the summer progresses. So get in touch if you're interested. Just send me your email, which means that I'll be able to just keep you in the loop of what's happening here. And there'll be a Goddess circle here on Monday evening with drum and song with the lovely Nikki Hill, which would be absolutely amazing, as always. And she kind of really leads the full moons. So it's the opposite way round. I think normally is where she assists me. I'm going to be assisting her. She's going to be leading with drum and song. And she's just so amazing talking about, she knows the wheel of the year really well. And she knows, a lot about the moon cycles and yeah, the pagan wheel of the year. And the drum comes out. So if you're into a little bit of drumming, a little bit of shamanic drumming, we do that, and Goddess songs. And we'll be sharing cacao and a beautiful cacao ceremony, plant medicine. We all love chocolate. We all love honey. So we have a bit of cacao, saying thanks to the plant medicine. Might do a little bit of dance, as always, card reading, sharing. We've got a new fire area here. So just come along, come along. And there's ensuite facilities in the studio. Even though it is in my back garden, there is ensuite facilities, there's tea making facilities, there's running hot and cold water and toilet facilities. So, if you feel like coming along in person, then just send me your email, tell me what you're interested in, or just DM me and I'll let you know what's going on here. So what's the day today? Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We've got a chakra dance. And see some of you then. Love and light, Sat Nam. Have a beautiful evening, whatever you are doing.